Hello children, let us study lesson 9 from Geography, Europe, Peninsula of Asia. Europe is one of the most densely populated and urbanized continent in the world as well as prosperous and highly industrialized continent. Area-wise, it is sixth among the continents and it has complex and diverse physical settings, socio-cultural as well as political situations. Europe has 56 large and small countries. Now let us study the location, extent and physical settings. Europe lies, where does Europe lies? Europe lies between 10 degree west and 10 and 60 degree east longitude. 10 degree west and 60 degree east longitude from 36 degree north to 72 degree north latitude. And Europe is the second smallest continent with a total area of 10.4 million square kilometer and it is about 3 times the size of India. And the continent occupies, the European continent occupies 7% of the Earth's surface. Europe is a peninsula of Asia. Water bodies surround Europe on 3 sides. So it is called as Peninsula of Asia. So water bodies cover Europe on 3 sides. To the north is the Barents Sea, west is the Atlantic Ocean and to the south it is the Mediterranean Sea. Here to the east of Europe lies the continent of Asia, which is separated from it by the Ural mountain. So Asia and Europe is separated by which mountain, children, here? That is Ural mountain, the Caucasus mountain and the Caspian Sea. The above mentioned boundaries are not the barriers between Europe and Asia. So the boundaries are not the barriers here. Hence, together Asia and Europe together is known as Eurasia. Now let us study about the physiography. The physiography of Europe is unique. So the physiography of Europe is unique. The western parts, the western and the southern parts are mountainous. So it is unique. Both western and southern parts are mountainous and it has features by snow-covered peaks. However, what are the features? Snow-covered peaks, gorges, valleys, plateaus and plains. So it is characterized in such a way that is snow-covered area, peaks, gorges, valleys, plateaus and plain. The highest point of Europe is Mount Elbrus. Highest point of Europe is known as, you can see in the picture here, that is known as Mount Elbrus. That is 5,633 meter in the Caucasus mountain, which is present in the Caucasus mountain. The lowest point of the continent is the shore of the Caspian Sea, which is 28 meter below the sea level. And it has numerous peninsulas such as Scandinavian and Iberian and Jutland and Balkan peninsulas, etc. And thus very often Europe is known as Peninsula of Peninsula. Why Europe is known as Peninsula of Peninsulas means Europe is a large peninsula of Asiatic landmass because the 3 sides is covered by water and it has numerous peninsulas such as Scandinavian, Iberian and Jutland, the Balkan Peninsula. Hence it is very often known as Peninsula of Peninsula. Europe has highly intended irregular coastline of 80,500 km, which is longer than that of Asia. So it highly intended irregular coastlines. It is not having a regular coastline. It is having irregular coastline which is longer than that of Asia. Thousands of islands lie off the coast of the continent. So thousands of islands lie here. Islands lie off the coast of the continent. And 2 largest islands are, that is Britain and Ireland. 2 largest islands we can find here in Britain as well as in Ireland. Let us study the physiographic divisions. What are the physiographics? How it is divided? On the basis of the topography, the continent of Europe is generally divided into 4 major divisions. How many? 4 major divisions. They are Northwestern Highlands, North European Plains, Central Uplands, Last one is southern mountains. Now let us study one by one the western highlands. This region includes this region means the northwestern highland includes the oldest mountains located in Finland, Sweden, Norway and extending to Britain and Iceland. So includes oldest mountains located in these areas, that is Finland, Sweden, Norway and it extending to Britain and Iceland. These are really really a proof mountains which have undergone glacial erosion and became low mountains. This region has gentle slope in the north and are crossed by many rivers. Second physical divisions, that is North European plains, is also known as central lowlands. So which plain is known as the central lowland? The North European plain. It extends from Ural mountains in the east to the Atlantic coast in the west. It occupies a great part of Europe and it includes European, Russian, Poland, northern Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark, Belgium, northern France and eastern parts of England. This region is not flat like the Indo-Gangetic plain of India, and in certain places there are gently rolling areas and at the other places it is broken by low mountain chains and hills. It has some of the world's most fertile farmland. The third division is the central uplands. The central upland, it consists of what? Old rocks, eroded old mountains, hills and high plateaus. Some parts of this region are forested. And most of the land is rocky and has poor soil for farming. And the last part is the southern mountains are also known as Alpine mountain system. The southern mountains is also known as the Alpine mountain system, which includes several mountains, the Sierra Morena in Spain as well as the Pyrenees, which form the boundary between France and Spain. And these mountains run parallel to one another from the Atlantic coast in the west to the Caspian Sea in the east. And they are called the young folded mountains like Himalayas. So which are they are called as what? Young folded mountains like Himalayas. So the southern mountain or the Alpine mountain system is known as the young folded mountains, which is in Himalayas. Mount Blanc is the highest peak in the Alps, which is 4,807 meter height. So these are the four major physiographic divisions of Europe. So in the next video, we shall continue with the climatic regions as well as the natural vegetations of Europe. Thank you, children.